Hey guys, Chelsea from Attention to Details. I have a 2016 BMW in for one-step polish and a ceramic coating. Let me kind of bring you in a little bit closer real quick just to kind of show you the condition of the paint. You can see we've got, I'd say, moderate swirls and scratches going on. There's some issues going on the paint, just some areas that it looks like, I don't know if it's oxidation or staining, but there's some weird things going on with this paint. So I'm not wanting to be super aggressive and do a two-step. That's why we're just kind of doing a one-step, plus that's kind of where the customer's budget is. I'm not looking to spend really more than 5 hours polishing this. So when it comes to ceramic coatings, standard rule of thumb is that you want to try to have the paint as near as perfect as possible before you put the ceramic coating in or on the paint, because it's going to lock in whatever the condition of the paint is for however long the ceramic coating is supposed to last. The coating I'm going to be using on this is a 1-layer 3-year ceramic coating. It is available at a retail level, so it's not a authorized ceramic coating for authorized installers. It's a new product that I'm going to be testing out, and I really am excited to kind of see what its finishing look will be for the customer. But the product that I want to use to correct this vehicle, so BMW's German-made vehicles, typically they have harder clear coat. That's good for the customer in that it's harder to scratch it. You could be a little bit more aggressive and it's not going to necessarily show every time you touch the vehicle with a scratch. But for the detailer, that means that it can be a little bit more difficult to correct or get the level of correction that you're looking for sometimes with all-in-ones or lighter polishes. So you want to have a polish that has some bite to it but finishes down really well. And that's why I want to try out this product right here. This is Detail Addicts Platinum One-Step Hybrid Polish Blend. And I just want to kind of share this with you. This was designed with one goal in mind. I'm reading the back. Efficiency. This one-step polish will remove light to moderate oxidation and swirling, all while finishing down to an incredible high gloss shine every time. This polish blend has no waxes, fillers, or protective elements. Instead, it contains only diminishing abrasives, which will not interfere with the bonding of ceramic coatings. This makes Platinum the perfect polish for detailers who install ceramic coatings and are looking for an effective one-step polish. Place 3 to 4 dime-sized drops of polish on your favorite pad and machine combo for what surface you're working on. Using a cross-hatching pattern, work the polish over your 2x2 area you're working on. After 4 to 5 overlapping passes, take a clean microfiber towel, fold it into fours, and wipe off any polish residue. I already did one test panel on the hood just because I wanted to kind of see how fast I needed to move, and I'm going to be using the Lake Country Blue Cutting SDO pad. I'm becoming a fan of these pads that have the hole cut out in the middle. I find that especially if you're using like a long throw or forced rotation or something like that, they really help with heat disbursement, and they also help because whenever the pad is spinning, the polish is going to have a tendency to kind of work its way to the middle, and then you're not going to have as much cut because it's just kind of gumming up here. So that kind of keeps the polish more on the medium or the middle of the interface, and it allows you to have more work time with the product. So I want to try to see what kind of correction I can get using a cutting pad and 3 drops. We're going to be doing 4 passes. I'm going to be working at a faster pace just because one, the customer's budget is not necessarily, they can't afford for me to spend 7 to 8 hours where I were to take an hour, do 1 inch per 1 second, and I'm not necessarily looking to shave off a lot of clear coat either, because this is I would say 4-year-old vehicle. I don't know what the history on it has been as far as correction, but there's some issues with the paint. I don't know what's going on. There's like some areas where it kind of looks splotchy. I don't know if it's oxidation or what, but I'm not necessarily looking to chase every defect. But I want to try to correct it as much as possible. We're congested. So we're going to kiss this out. Like I said, we're going to do 4 section passes at a pretty good pace, and see what kind of correction we can get. So we're going to start at level 3 or speed 3, and then we're going to bump it up to round 5. I don't want to go super fast, but we're going to see what kind of correction we can get. Alright, so here's our finished look. I pulled off the tape, and you can see there's our before, and there's our after. Anytime you're doing a test panel, you know, you're kind of figuring out pad combination and also arm speed, and I did realize that I needed to slow down just a little bit from what I was, so I actually did go back over the middle section a second time, just did 2 quicker passes, 2 passes, but at a little bit of a slower speed to try to get a little bit more cut out of it, because it wasn't giving me quite the result that I was looking for at a faster pace. But let's see where our numbers are at now. 142, 142, 128. So we went from about 133 to 128 and 140. Well, we were still in the high 140s. So 139, 142, 133, 129. So you can see, you know, it definitely has a good bit of cut. You don't want to, you know, sit too long with it, especially if you're trying to baby the clear coat like I am. So all in all, fantastic product. I will, you know, play with this a little bit more. I'm going to try to see some different pad combinations and see what kind of results we have. Like I said, I used the Rupes Medium wool polishing pad on the hood and had phenomenal correction and finishing with this polish and that combo. It was just a little bit grabbier to wipe off, but that's kind of typical for those wool pads. Plus, it's a little bit on the colder side in the garage. It's like in the 50s. So anyways, fantastic product. I'll show you guys the finished look when we're all said and done. But one last time, let's see where we're at. That's the before and the after. Real quick, here's the hood. This is the before on the hood. And this is the after. I did 3 or 4 passes with the medium wool cutting pad from Rupes, and used it almost at the speed of a rotary, and fantastic cut and finish. It took me maybe 5 minutes to do this test spot. So you can only imagine how quickly you'd be able to get around this vehicle, especially with it being harder clear. So again, before, after. Alright guys, so here's our finished look. Let me pull you in closer and kind of show you what we were able to achieve. So this was hard paint, 21mm long throw. I used the Rupes Medium wool polishing pad. I did 3 to 4 passes on each panel. I did quicker arm movements probably than typical, simply because there's some clear coat issues on this vehicle. Some parts it was pretty much like down to 90mm of paint, and that tells me that we've already got some really thin clear going on, so I didn't want to be super aggressive. But because of it being hard paint, and also the fact that I didn't want to spend 6-7 hours using a polish and not getting really good results, this is phenomenal. I started at 10, it's 12:30. I am done, and that's including me filming this. So I hope you guys enjoy this kind of in-depth. As far as things that I learned when working with this product, you don't have to go crazy using a whole lot, no more than 4 drops. You want to work the product long enough that you can almost see the product disappear. There were certain panels that it was grabbier for me, but that was simply because I had a damp pad. I was using my pad washer, and I also wasn't working the product as long as I probably should have because I was trying to baby the clear. So, if you are using a foam pad, you're going to have a lot easier wipe off. And also the fact if you have enough clear to work with, and you can give it that true 4 section passes at a moderate speed, you're going to have a whole lot easier wipe off. So, but for me, honestly, I really don't care if it's a little grabby when I'm wiping it off, because the extra time that it takes for me to wipe it off, I'm saving hours on the back end having a product that works so quickly versus, let's say, an all-in-one that wipes off easily but doesn't give me the correction I'm looking for. So you kind of have to pick and choose. Sometimes with certain products, it's nowhere near like an M105, as far as being super grabby, almost needing to have water to take it off. But if you have the proper microfibers to wipe it off, I was using one this is the Korean Plush Edgeless. This is 365 GSM. I probably could have used an even thinner GSM, but I like these because if it's a little grabbier, I can be a little bit more aggressive but not worry about scratching the paint. So I frequently change these out. The only dusting that I had was from my wool pad. There really wasn't a lot of dusting from the product. I hit some trim periodically and it didn't stain it. So points for that as well. So I hope you guys enjoy this look at Detail Addicts Hybrid one-step polish. Again, here's the bottle. You can purchase this. I'll put the link down below. My friend Kinsey is one of the distributors for it, but you can also pick this up off of their website. But if any of you do ceramic coatings, especially on hard paint, where you're wanting to get fantastic results quickly, you maybe are not wanting to charge $1,000, $2,000 for your customers. I know you guys are going to probably scoff at this. For me to do a one-step polish, a ceramic coating, and a quick interior detail on this, I'm charging the customer $600. And some of you may say, I don't even, I may polish for $600. That's great if your market can afford that. I've got different variables going on, and I feel like that's a good price for me to be at. Obviously, I'm always working on increasing my prices, but, my mantra with my business is to provide a premium result at an affordable price. And so with something like this in my arsenal, 2.5 hours on hard paint for me to get these kind of results, I can charge $600 all day, every day, considering the ceramic coating is going to take me maybe an hour to 2 hours max to apply. We'll let it cure and we're done. We're going to finish, button up our tires and glass and things like that. But this product just made my day a whole lot easier and got me back to my family. So anyways, I just wanted to share this product with you guys. I'm really excited to have it in my arsenal. And I'll put the link down below, like I said. But you guys have a great day. and we'll see you in the next video.